Ugh. As I was saying, no. Oh man, they took me down, but an hour later, 2 hours later, I'm back up. I'm back up. How many people were at the rally? Supposedly there was a wait list like of around 200K, but there was a good 25K if you include the floor seats. Because if it's just the stands, it's around 19K capacity, but there's also people on the floor, at least a few thousand. Trump is ahead in Minnesota, according to what? Yeah, they got this Tony Hinchcliffe stuff. He's a freaking comedian. Like, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Why are AOC and Walls reacting to this? Is this seriously this big of a joke? Like look at Walls. They're reacting to it in the corner like a YouTuber would. They're going after you. No, I think it might have been. I don't know, man. It was weird. It said some type of audio detection or something. So I don't know. Like that doesn't make any sense. Did anyone else's stream take it down? They did Barry cut it. Yeah. So if they did him, then no, they're not targeting me. They're just going after everyone. Then Dark, welcome back. I appreciate it, man. Of the glasses, yeah, I gotta fucking do something with my contacts, man. I also gotta try and get used to these glasses. But I mean, I don't plan on wearing my glasses a lot. Just when my contacts are, my one, the one my one eye is so irritated. What's up, Eli? I should have spoken at the rally. Oh man, they would have booed me. No, I'm not under attack, man. That was just they took down a bunch of stream. If it would have just only been mine, I would have been pissed off. But as long as there's no strike or anything, I mean, I don't really care. I mean, two streams in a day. Well, the first one kind of was just like, I mean, it was just kind of half a stream. It was me reacting, but it's like they stage this. They realize Tony Hinchcliffe says this thing that's offensive because he's a comedian, and then they stage Walls and AOC reacting to it. Like, you feeling dark gothic? We need Dark Maga, guys. If Dark Maga hits 10 million, somebody tell me. Because right now I think it's around 8 million in market cap. Dark Ginger. Oh man, I've risen. The rally was like Avengers Endgame, dude. The way they did that rally was so amazing. When it got to the middle, they were like, bam, bam, bam. Vivek, Tulsi, RFK Jr., Tucker. Like, my God, it was like boop, 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 boop. Comedians are allowed to be offensive, I know, but you know how it is, dude. With a week left, they're so desperate, they're looking for everything. Trump up to 61. Yeah, they're getting real desperate with this stuff. Oh yeah, they're trying to compare Trump's rally to Nazi Germany. Well, there's Bill Clinton at Madison Square Garden. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Kamala Harris at a barbershop. AOC looked like she gained about 50 pounds. Somebody said that in the comments I saw. They were like, AOC needs to stop with the dessert or something. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It was a really good rally. Yeah, it was an amazing rally the way they did it. The way they did it with all those people, like the heavy hitters. They didn't even say some of those people were going on. Did you get your Dark Maga hat yet? No, it shipped. Maybe they emailed me. It shipped like 3 days ago, maybe, or 2 days ago. I tweeted it. I think maybe 2 days ago. It took a while for it to ship. Why are Democrats happy about the Pennsylvania early vote? They're coping. I mean, the early vote. Look, you can't even tell from the early vote, but the early vote is worse significantly than it was in 2020 for them. Vivek, yeah, Vivek. You can tell Vivek really wants to like. I don't know if I don't know what's gonna happen for Vivek in the future, but he obviously wants to be a leader. That's for sure. By 2050, AOC will be a fat conservative. What a twist! What a fall off. Hey man, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, the Trump toy. What's up, man? It was like the Republican convention. Yeah, it was. They had it. It's like their closing rally. Did you already hear about the New Mexico rally? Yeah, I heard about that. I couldn't really comment on it during at the rally, what I was watching. But yeah, I saw there's going to be a rally in Albuquerque, so he's trying to expand the map even further now. Do you think New York has a chance of going red? I think it's very. It'd be shocking in my opinion for New York to go red. This might be the last big rally for Trump. Well, it's kind of weird because he has a rally next Saturday in Virginia, but I don't know if that's going to be really a big rally. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could have rallies during your presidency, I guess, but I don't know. Just wanted to thank you for all the coverage. Yeah, no problem, man. You wish you would have a rally in Maryland because you're from Maryland. Yeah, I understand, but there's no way. Yeah, people are calling me Cuban. These are big glasses. I got these glasses like 2 months ago. I mean, I've always had glasses, but I normally always just wear contacts. Jank is losing his mind about the Rogan podcast. Really? It seems like he's kind of coping and realizing they're going to lose, and he's trying to get ahead of it. From what I've seen, Saturday isn't he also at the Penn State Ohio State game? Yeah, he is going to be there. Liberals trying to tell me Polymarket isn't legit. Well, Polymarket's it's just part of a bigger betting online. You don't even have to show them Polymarket. Just show them any of the things on Real Clear Politics. Just any of the aggregates. Presidential betting odds. It has all of them here. Just show them this. So it's not just Polymarket. Jank is saying Trump is going to win. Yeah, he's trying to get out ahead of it. How likely is it for Trump to win the popular vote? I heard he was up to around four. Oh, this is the popular vote right here. So he's at 42%. It looks like, unless I didn't know it wasn't updated. Yeah, he's still at 42%, which is basically a high for. Well, maybe he was. It's like basically a high for him. Election night goes beyond 2 a.m. Yeah, I'll just stream it until the winner's decided. I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern time at the latest when the winner gets decided. Trafalgar, I know I saw that Trafalgar poll with Trump plus two. Media will try and make I mean, how can they even make a story about the Puerto Rico thing when it's a friggin' comedian telling a joke and making fun of everybody? That's just, you're just grasping at straws at that point. I mean, I guess you could say it's an unforced error for the Trump campaign, but you think the Puerto Rican joke will come back to bite Trump? But it wasn't even made by Trump either. I mean, I'm not even sitting here defending Trump for trying to tell a comedic joke. It's not even Trump who told it. It was a comedian. Dark Maga is 1 penny. Well, that's actually 10 million in market cap if that's true. What do you think of the ABC poll? I just can't understand it. I cannot understand based off of everything that we've seen. By the way, I saw some lady, some idiot, like these liberal channels are just so funny. And they're so lost too. Like there's this lady who's like, we've been polling it for 3 months now, and it's the exact same as it's always been. It's a +3 Harris. So that means the Electoral College is a toss up. Bitch, what are you talking about? Like why do these people just straight up lie? I mean, it's whatever. I mean, but they're just, it's delusion. It's like, no, honey, we've got like 30 different things that indicate right now it's actually like a Republican electorate. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then they say it's all Republican polls, the Republican polls. Oh my God, Gallup Party ID is a known, Quinnipiac is known Republican. Yeah, Quinnipiac's Emerson's Republican, right? They're trying to say it's a +3 Harris. What happened to the Discord? I don't think anything happened to it. Did something happen? They want to shit on the rally before it even started, and the comedian gave them. Yeah, you're right. He also made a joke about Diddy parties. I mean, yeah, he's a comedian. That's what happens. You got to be trolling about that. 538 redditors are saying that Trump can win the popular vote with 5 points and still, yeah, there. That's not legitimate. Are you gonna do a video when they final Gallup party ID? Yeah, I'll do a video if one gets released. Have you been to any Trump rallies? No. I wanted to go to one, but they've become such a big, ridiculous thing. Like, it's a legitimate, like, really hard to get to them. I'm not even kidding you. You have to, well, me being in Ohio, it's very hard already, but because Ohio's not a swing state anymore. But also, it's just the fact that, I mean, it's first come, first serve. So they only let a certain amount of people in. And if you want to get a decent seat at a rally, like if I wanted to record a video, it'd have to be like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. Trump said Dark Maga. Yeah, right after I got kicked off. Well, I sell Dark Maga. I mean, hopefully it needs to have a run first, man. Like to me, it hasn't even had much of a run. I mean, you think it'd have a decent run at least right before the election, hopefully. So no, I'm not gonna sell it right now. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the Pac-Man thing. I mean, they're lying to themselves. It's just like, why are you lying? None of the data says this. I don't know what. And then it was like, of course, they referenced the morning compost. Like, oh my god, did Vivek? Yeah, Vivek talked pretty early on. That's probably why you missed it. Do you think Tony should have made the comment about Puerto Rico? I mean, that's it's a very soft comedic joke. So like if you want to talk about an unforced error, you could argue, yeah, that's an unforced error, but it's a very soft joke in terms of comedy. Like that's not a that they're of course they're going to act in the context of politics and be like, "Oh my god, they're all racist." No, that's a normal very soft joke. A very soft joke. How are the numbers looking for Trump today? There was a bad ABC poll that had Harris up by 4, but other than that, I think there's been about 5 polls. I think that they've all been pretty much what we expect. They've all, you get the popular vote. Most of the polls are even. You'll get Georgia where Trump's leading. I did a video talking about Georgia and Arizona and how Trump, I think, he's going to win both of them pretty handily. And like it's almost like liberals have given up those states. Yeah, that Hail Mary was crazy, man. How it gets tipped, and then Noah Brown's right behind there. Trump didn't even say it. I know. That's the biggest thing where it's like they're so desperate. 31 million views on the podcast. Yeah, it's going up. Rick Scott looks scared. I didn't even see Rick Scott. I had to jump to 4 different channels due to YouTube pulling the live stream. You mean? Yeah, the Trump live stream. Wasn't even his most offensive joke. Right. Well, no, they just find one and then they're like, "Oh my god." It's just outrage. Outrage theater. This is popular vote. Harris definitely is the favorite in terms of the popular vote. It is correct, but the election, Trump's the favorite. Trump's still at around 65 to 35. Do Trump rallies really serve a purpose? Is anyone go? Yeah. Well, they serve a purpose of like propaganda. They do serve a purpose. Yeah, Trump did look pretty rested. Trump minus 190 on offshore books. Yeah, they all got him like minus from 170 to like minus 190. I really haven't seen like minus 200 yet, but it's getting there. That's like 75%, I think, if it gets to minus 200. What was Polymarket? Well, there wasn't an elect. Polymarket didn't exist in 2020. What you can look back on is the other elect. Well, it did exist, but I don't think it had betting for the election. But if you want to look back on the other betting markets, it was Biden with like a 65% chance to win or a 70% chance to win. Eric Trump is coming to your town. What state are you in? I'm guessing Pennsylvania, maybe. Although I don't know. Will you have a live stream on election night? Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg came out to support of Trump, but why does he allow fake account bots to troll live chats? Well, what do you mean? Not on YouTube? You mean on Facebook? He doesn't control YouTube. Will you have a meltdown if Harris wins? I'm really not the type to have meltdowns. It would have to be like a fake meltdown, honestly, for views. You think Joe Rogan podcast helped move the needle? I don't know. It's hard to say, man. Maybe very, very slightly. But so many people have already made up their minds. Predict It has Trump at around 60. I think it's like 59 right now. Eric Doherty just endorsed John Kasich. That's beautiful. John Kasich is he's like a fake Republican independent that was trying to run in 2016. 35 million views. You bet your ass it moved the needle. A lot of those people are already conservatives or voting for Trump. A lot of Rogan's audience is conservative, dude. Rogan's turned to be a lot more conservative since COVID. And plus, it's very hard to get people to sit down and listen to those podcasts that are 3 hours. I mean, I guess you could get clips from it, but I saw a poll with Dems up 1% in New Jersey. Is that true? No, that wasn't a poll. It was early voting. It doesn't really mean anything. New Jersey is going to be won by the Democrats by like 9 to 12. Yeah, I know Kasich led, but dude, it's the same thing as Bernie Sanders leading Trump. That actually it doesn't matter. It's the same thing as DeSantis leading Biden. Remember when DeSantis was in terms of like the hypothetical matchups in 2022 was annihilating Biden and Trump was losing to Biden, and then we saw what happened. Like those things don't the hypothetical matchups never end up. Like Bernie was beating Trump in 2016 by like 10 points, and Hillary was beating Trump by like 3. So Bernie was technically performing better. Would Bernie have performed better than Hillary? Hell no. A lot of the far leftists thought it, but no, that's just not how those work. When you have hypothetical matchups, it's those polls are all ridiculous. They're all very wrong. What happened at the MSG rally? Nothing. It was a good rally. Like nothing bad happened other than a joke, but that's it's not even. It was a comedian that said it. If I see you in person, can I get your autograph? Well, sure. Bernie is old as yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot of Republicans like a lot of mainstream some Republicans or some like libertarians kind of like Bernie because they're like, well, he's real and He's not about money or anything. I mean, he's like a multi-millionaire. Your Dark Maga hat chipped. Yeah, so did mine, but it's probably gonna be a while. You think Trump will win at least one Rust Belt state? Yeah, I do. The usual media suspects will make it, but well, we can look right now. I mean, I don't know if it would be. Dude, look at this. Are you kidding me? This might be all Republicans memeing on this.
Kelsey might be the next O.J. Simpson. Feels good in here. The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you guys want. All right. Heck yeah. It's a cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness!
Can I play the lady? Can I play the video of the lady screaming at the? I mean, yeah, that video is gonna be. It's gonna be pretty. I'll be able to find that pretty quickly. Look at this. Dark Maga. You gotta love it. How do you endorse this and it doesn't go up to 100 million? It makes no sense. I don't know. It's ridiculous. The AI, dude. The AI is so bad. Oh my god, they actually thought they could get away with this. They're like, just find some really old photo from the same era when Kamala was younger. And look, like they tried to find someone with the same skin complexion and everything. Like they tried to get it right. They really did. They really tried to get it right, and it just didn't work out for them. That's sad. New Mexico rally. I know he's going to New Mexico as well. It's pretty crazy. Look at the amount of people. Oh my, wait, that might be, is that real? That looks like I think that is real. A ton of people there lined up. Yeah, there it is right there. She's like, I don't give a fuck, your dad's a bitch. I don't give a fuck, your dad's a bitch. Well, I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where imagine if this didn't get caught on camera. I mean, there would be, like, no one would care. Like, it's pretty crazy to think about that. Nobody would even know. But now with the internet and stuff, it's just the 75K people outside. They said there were 200K. I know they said there were 200K. I mean, he could have a massive rally if he really wanted to, but I guess it's a safety concern. What are his chances in Virginia and New Mexico? I mean, I think they're similar. He's got like a puncher's chance, like a 20% chance in each state, I'd say right now. I know it is. It's actually a Democrat worker. That's part of the, like, that gets paid by the DNC or some shit. Yeah, people keep commenting on my glasses. If something happens with the election, oh, like the voter fraud and something, will YouTube ban? I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what their policy will be. Honestly, I guess it depends on what happens and stuff. And the dad is a Kamala voter. Is he seriously? Like, I don't know. I thought the backstory would have been like they're at like an anti-abortion thing, and the girl is like, for abortion rights or something. I figured that's what it would have been. That was at the rally. Actually, I don't think it was at the rally. I think it was at like an event because she's a worker and it was an event around the area. I'm not sure if it was actually at the rally. When do you think the Angels will get a new stadium? I have no clue, man. Probably it's going to be years. Will you be doing a sit down with Cuban? Yeah, I had to show up my glasses for him. He wanted me to bring my glasses out so he could take a look. Going to play the whole thing? She gets told off by the black lady. And she still screams. She's probably going to try and tell her side of the story. How about the Detroit Lions? Yeah, Detroit's crazy, man. Detroit, would they score 49 points? They were, from what I saw, they had 49 points. Alex Jones should have spoke. Yeah, that would have been amazing if Alex Jones spoke. That would have been crazy. Would Kamala have 200K? She can barely get 30K with Beyonce. There's no way. I can't wait for Cuban to run. Yeah, Cuban's going to be running. Cuban will be running for president. Would like to come on and talk on stream. Would like to. Yeah, I don't know if that's something we could do or something. I don't know, man. If people want to come on and talk, it ends up just being trolls and stuff. It's not the best. I mean, I guess we could vet them. I could do what radio stations do and send them to other people and have them vetted. But even that, it might be an issue. They could just trick me. North Carolina, is it solid red? I think Georgia and Arizona are close to solid red. North Carolina is getting there, but I don't think it's on the same level as the other two right now. Yeah, Alex, they were never going to let Alex on, but it would have been amazing. No, the Hinchcliffe thing is it's a nothing burger. I mean, it's a comedian. Love New York, New York. Yeah, classic. New York. They need that with the Yankees, man. Holy shit, the Yankees are down 2-0. I do think right now Trump should be able to win all this. I think Trump will win all the swing states. Yeah. You notice Smart Cuban always says right every second. I know he always says the word right. So people do that type of stuff when they do long form conversations. They'll say a certain word over and over again. I already showed the clip. I mean, I mean, everyone's seen it. All swing states are Sunbelt. All. I mean, obviously Sunbelt's going to be easier right now, but all. You're going to troll the chat by asking about stadium questions? It doesn't really bother me, man. You could ask about them. What is this? A nice little propaganda ad? Well, that's
this election, I think, is going to decide the fate of America.
I want to say that word, but
the fate of Western civilization.
Jesus, it's just every time I play this shit, it's just constant music. Pennsylvania insider polling, Trump +1, McCormick tied. Oh, that's good. Loved Elon's Dark Maga cap. Yeah, that was sweet when he came out in that. Best polling website to look at, probably Real Clear. Have you tried Black Ops 6? No, I've seen a lot of gameplay from it. I don't know, man. It looks like Cold War to me. I guess, I mean, people like the movement, I guess. I don't know. Attack on Titan. Titan the moon. You know the moon Titan? It's the most famous moon, I feel like, in our solar system. Outside of our own moon. Best polling is a 538. I mean, they do say Trump's winning. That's why did they take down your stream? They took down a bunch of people's stream because they were just streaming the rally, I guess, which it doesn't really matter. Rasmussen or Trafalgar probably were, well, I mean, I think Rasmussen, Trafalgar was pretty bad if I remember correctly in the midterms. But so was, I mean, Rasmussen barely pulled the midterms. I think Rasmussen might be a bit better. Trafalgar, I think, is more biased to Republicans, if I had to be honest. I mean, they can get certain states right, but 2028, JD Vance, Tucker Carlson. I don't think Carlson would want that, but I don't know. If anything, Carlson would probably want to run. Chat was becoming like dudes for Harris with the simping for Laura Trump. Yeah, they were simping pretty hard. It doesn't really surprise me, but yeah. You said on Twitter you had a bad movie theater experience. Yeah, maybe I have to talk about that. I'm gonna have to talk about that. Give me a few days to digest everything on that, and then I'll talk about that. That was the worst movie theater experience I've ever had. It kind of had to do with the movie, but it was also about how I was feeling. It was really bad. It was like a combination. You go to see a horror movie with what I was going through. Oh my god, it was so bad. 269, 269, the simulation video. I think I did do a video talking about potential 269 scenarios. I mean, it's possible, but it would have to be split up. Just all the swing states split. There's ways to where all 7 swing states get split and it goes to 269. It's like Trump winning, I think, one of the Rust Belts, Harris winning the other 2, and something like that. There was talk on Fox News that Trump might flip New York red. Yeah, I think that's way too bullish, honestly. I see no way New York flips. I mean, you'd like to get it around to 12 or 13, something like that. You didn't like Smile 2. I mean, Smile 2 is. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's a very loud movie. It's not the loudest movie I've seen is probably Evil Dead Rise 2 or whatever. That fucking shit was so loud in theaters. Jesus, man. Can you explain the I'm not touching you joke? This seems like something I knew about a long time ago. It's just an annoying thing you do when you're younger. You tell someone I'm not touching you. You put your hand like really close to someone and say I'm not touching you over and over again. It's like a very annoying thing. Have ever played Fortnite? Maybe in like 2017 I played, but other than that, no. Big Village, Big Daddy polling. Yeah, they're biased. It's crap. Big Daddy, Big Village. Dude, how does Big Daddy, Big Village come out the poll? It's +7. What even is that? Give us NFL division winner picks. AFC North. I would still say Ravens. I'd still say Ravens. AFC East, Bills. AFC West, I guess you have to go Chiefs. I mean, it's all the obvious ones. I don't know, man. AFC South. Man, the AFC South. Oh, I guess Texans then. It seems to be pretty obvious in the AFC. I guess people you could argue the Steelers, but I doubt that. Steelers over Ravens, but most likely to flip Virginia, New Mexico, Minnesota. I'd say Virginia. Does Trump use Adderall? I'm sure they all use some type of thing, but Trump normally is very against that, any type of drugs or anything like that. But they all have to use stuff to keep going, man. I mean, it's just part of the job. You know, really, all the candidates you get into a thing like this where you're constantly going to places every day. You're going to use the modern medicine to be able to have have energy. Interstellar or Prometheus? It's Interstellar. Unfortunately, it is Interstellar. How biased is Lichtman? He's extremely biased. Trump should go up higher, but I think the machine doesn't want to show the real results. Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, he's up high enough as it is. Things are so calm right now. You think it'll stay this way? Well, I feel like they did try nailing Trump last week, to be fair. I mean, you can say they're calm, but it felt like the one night, it was the night I reacted to that Kamala Harris town hall. There was like 4 things that they tried to hit Trump on that night. I remember. The main one was the Hitler thing, but there was also another one where liberals were floating around a thing where he like groped someone or something. I mean, they were trying to hit him. But no, I agree. There's been no October surprise against Trump that would do any damage, which is good. I mean, they did, the October surprise for them would be the general saying, or oh, Trump said that he wanted his generals to be like Hitler's generals. That would be their October surprise, which obviously has already gone through all the news cycles, and we'll see what the impact that it has. I don't think the Puerto Rico joke will hurt Trump. Prometheus was so good. Yeah. Prometheus is really underrated. That might be. I mean, I don't know. How can you even use that in a campaign ad against Trump? At his rally, that's what they would say. Tan Halloween is coming up. I'm thinking of pulling out some of my old favorites to watch: The Candidate's Cabin in the Woods, Legend of Leasley, Vernon, and Friday the 13th. Which one would you pick? I do remember The Cabin in the Woods. The Cabin in the Woods was a really interesting movie. The Cabin in the Woods was when I was like, when you're like, I don't remember which year, but maybe like I was an early teenager. So you think like movies like that are going to be really scary. And I remember it was a cool concept with all the monsters and stuff, but it just wasn't that scary. Like it actually wasn't even a horror movie, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it was, but it was like, it just wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. If Trump loses, do you think they will try to put him in jail? Well, I think they certainly hate him and they want to humiliate him, so it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to do that. But that's what I mean. They are obsessed. They're very obsessed with him. So, you'd love for them to focus on running the country, but they didn't do that at all the past 3 years. I mean, I watch a lot of horror movies normally, but yeah, the newer ones are not very good at. Is the female Kamala vote something to worry about? Well, obviously she's going to win the female vote. There's no doubt about that. Well, any liberal's going to win the female vote. It just depends what the margin is with Trump and men, and we need the Trump male vote to be significant, and I think it will be. What's your prediction? Is it only Trump to lose? Chat, do you know? I mean, what does that even? I'm not even sure what that means, unless I'm missing something. What is your prediction? Is it only Trump to lose? Well, no, I think Trump's gonna win, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It's Trump's to lose, yeah. So Trump, I think Trump's gonna win. I know he's having a rally in both Virginia and New Mexico. I mean, that's got to be a bullish sign for his internal numbers in those in the Rust Belt if he's doing that. Is it Trump's? Yeah, that's what I thought. Is it Trump's to lose? Terrified. Yeah, I've seen that movie with the clown. That's a weird ass movie, man. The Hills Have Eyes. It kind of reminds me of that. Wrong Turn. Did you see Harris at a black church? I did see that. That was like 4 or 5 days ago. But that was like right after she said that thing about, about religion, and then she goes there. There's a shock. Matt Wallace, oh god, it said Biden might resign due to health emergency and Kamala becomes. Yeah, I mean they've been saying that for a while that could happen. It's probably unlikely. Put your screen in front of you. I mean, my neck normally doesn't hurt, but like with these glasses, it's hard to read some of this. Harris has a new accent. You can't keep up. There's so many new accents with her. Someone else just said there's a new accent. Yeah. Are your super chats broken? Well, they shouldn't be. Somebody just gave me $20. Unless maybe, I don't know. Virginia judge allowing people to not be. I know that there's been a lot that have said that where they don't remove them. Hinchcliffe did not sabotage Trump. Come on. Oh, yeah, they're gonna make a big deal out of this. This will be a 1 day thing. Puerto Rico stands with Trump. I have been long committed to Puerto Rico and the Puerto Rican people, of course. Let's build an opportunity economy. Where was that economy the last 4 years? And an opportunity economy, an opportunity for inflation, I guess. An opportunity to go bankrupt. I guess you're going to have that. Yeah, I know she said that. You better thank a union member. And then she didn't even get the endorsement. I remember that. He shouldn't have said anything like that, but I feel like they would have went after something else if it wasn't that. If it's not that, it's another thing. It's another thing, and it's like no matter what, it's always going to be something. Honestly, it might be better that they're going after a fucking comedian. Like, and not Trump. You want to go after a comedian? Browse 4chan. Yeah, that's a smart idea on a live stream. So lame your stream was taken down. Yeah, it really doesn't matter though. I mean, a lot of YouTuber streams got taken down. So I mean, if I was the only one that got taken down, I'd be pretty pissed. But apparently they all started to get taken down, just like the Butler rally, the same exact thing. Eric Post saying internal polling in New Mexico is close. Well, I'm sure it is close if Trump's making it. There's no way it's not close. If Trump is making an investment into going to the state this late, it has to be at least close. They're not going to go there if their internal says they're down by 8, you know? So it's obvious that their internal say it's close for him to actually try and potentially flip. I mean, it's a border state. I like this channel, non-biased and common sense. Well, it is a bit biased. It is a bit pro. It is a pro-Trump. It is pro-Trump. Like we can be honest about that. Imagine Trump wins New Mexico, then he could lose the Rust Belt if he sweeps the Sun Belt. That's actually a really interesting scenario, but I was thinking win Virginia and then lose all the Rust Belt. Because the Sun Belt looks so good for Trump, so now... Yeah, what the one guy said just some random shit in the middle of that. I mean, I guess nobody's talking about him, so that's good. Who was speaking before Elon? I don't even remember. Did Elon bring in Melania? Who brought Elon in? Oh, it was the one dude. Yeah, the one dude. The one that was he the owner of the business or something? I don't remember. But he lost a lot of workers on September 11th, and he spoke, and then he brought Elon in, and that's when he said, Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, and that's the meme coin. If you guys don't know, there is another meme coin. The meme coin is Department of Government Efficiency, and the ticker is Doge. I don't have any of it, but I'm just saying that's probably a meme coin that went up, and then obviously Dogecoin, I'm sure, went up a little bit. Fitzgerald, that's right. Winning Georgia and North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, but it has to be the Sun Belt and then one other one as well. Tucker was awesome. Yeah, Tucker probably had, I mean, Vivek was really good as well. Vivek brought his A game, but it was short. Tucker's was a little bit longer. And Tucker did, it seemed like he was really, really like dissecting what a lot of Republicans were feeling. It was a very good speech. It was very sharp. If you want to see D Maga, well, I don't even own I don't own the coin. I'm not paying for big exchanges, but no, you know, you're right on that. People, the problem is but I have seen coins just on Radium go really high. And to me, I don't think the coin's hard to buy, but I guess if you're a new person, then yeah, you probably won't be able to buy it. But a lot of that comes down to, you know, dude, the big exchanges, they want like $50,000 to list a coin, a meme coin. Yeah, they'll want, like Binance will want 50K. Dr. Phil. Yeah, Dr. Phil had a good speech as well. And there were a lot. I forgot even Dr. Phil was, there were a lot of people speaking. Vivek was definitely giving like one of those passionate, you know, patriotic type speeches, it felt like. He introduced Elon and interrupted Elon. Yeah, I remember people in the chat, they were like, is this enough? This is enough. Yeah, the chat was like, this is enough, buddy. Minnesota, I don't think it's a long shot. I would say it's around 20% right now. Biden said he's moving to Russia. SUI is the coin. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of that, but I think it might have a bit too high of a market cap for me. I mean, we all have our own coins and stuff. I can respect that, I guess. I don't know. Vance Vivek 2028. Yeah, if Vivek wants to be a VP, I guess that would work. It's like Vance Vivek, Vance DeSantis, or Vance Tulsi, I would say, probably the top 3 right now. That's what I tweeted. I should invite Lickman on. I mean, I think there's no way. There's no way that he would accept that. I mean, it would kind of just be, like I mean, I would have to if I invited him on, I would have to go through so because I know he said some really bad stuff about Trump, and I'd be like, I mean, you've said all this shit about Trump. Half of these keys are subjective. Don't you think there's some bias in your? And then he'll just say some bullshit. I'm sure you're doing a great job. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Vivek will be the next Ohio senator if JD become if yeah no it's either he's either gonna be like I think he probably will because he's actually doing dude you know what Vivek always says always says the word actually and he's such a smart guy but and it's not a big deal but that's one of the things it's like I mean I would think someone within his inner circle would say I mean knowing how smart he is I would just be like bro if you watch yourself you say the word actually a bit too much you need to use other verbiage because it doesn't sound the best. And I feel like he would switch it right away. But I probably say words too much. I mean, what word do I say too much, guys? Everyone says words too much if you're going to talk a lot. But you can just tell that he says actually too much and when he talks. Tim Walz played Madden with AOC and no way. No. No. And Tim Walz played Madden with AOC and Whitmer with Kamala at a bar, and they were spoon-fed Doritos. What a clown show! Yeah, they were literally they made Dorito soup. Doritos. Literally, I've tried to not say that as much. That's a horrible word to say. It does not sound good. When you say literally for emphasis, it sounds really bad. I try not to say that as much. Guys, I gotta be honest. You guys can't even. You guys aren't even coming up with honest. You gotta be honest. Which word do I say too much? I don't think people can come up with something. Hey, Darren, what's up, man? You say the words "I was born in a small town." Yeah, I mean, I do say that a lot. Michigan flips to Trump because he gets Muslim vote in Wayne County. Yeah, no, I think Michigan's going to be really close, but Jill Stein is also going to help Trump with Jill Stein being on the ballot. Dark Jill. It is what it is. You might have just exposed me. You might have just exposed me on that. Admit, well, I like saying that because it's just funny because a lot of the times it's not even it's a good word to say like when it comes to politics they have to admit this it is a good word to say. You say it's hard to say a lot. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I saw the Hail Mary for the Commanders, man. The way I say, make sure you follow me on X. Well, yeah, I have to end the video with something. That's normally just how I end it. It's just an easy thing to remember to end it. I've said that for a while, unless I change the end of my videos on how I end them. Either way, guys, that's gonna do it. And yeah, no, you're right. But that's the ending. You're penalizing me for the ending. I mean, come on. But maybe I shouldn't say it. Maybe I should change up instead of saying either way, guys. MSG felt like the RNC. Yeah, I know, but it was even faster. It was just heavy hitter, heavy hitter, heavy hitter, heavy hitter, heavy hitter. Did you see Hulk Hogan? Yeah, that was Hulk Hogan's another one that was there. They really had so many people there. That was like the grand finale rally for sure. Dude, I just want to see Kamala's finale rally with Taylor Swift performing. Could you imagine? That's got to be what happens. I mean, like, there's no way she can actually draw a big crowd. It has to be it has to be someone huge. The popping sound. Barron Trump. I mean, we don't even know if Barron Trump. Who knows if Barron Trump is gonna. I don't know. The Barron Trump love is. It's interesting, I guess. I mean, I would like. Guys, I'm gonna get Barron Trump exclusive for an interview. His first time talking to the general public. We'll do a stream with me and Barron because I'm young and I can get Barron on because I'm instead of talking to old people. Is Swift going to Kamala's last rally? It's going to have to be something like that because she can't draw actual people. Yeah, I saw the Liberator translation. You're predicting Trump wins by a landslide? Well, it depends what you mean by a landslide. I mean, if every swing state Trump wins, is that a landslide? I mean, 312 to what? Trump getting 312 to 226. I mean, I don't know if that's I guess it might be a landslide. New Hampshire poll has Trump up by 0.4. What's the pollster though? I know Barron does have crazy aura. It's kind of ridiculous. He's embarrassing us with the aura that he's got. He doesn't even have to say anything. Moreno, yeah, I think Moreno will barely win. Barron for Secretary of Memes. Member for 3 months. I appreciate it, man. What Rust Belt state do you feel the most confident about? It would have to be Pennsylvania right now. Pennsylvania most confident, Michigan least confident. No longer need Dark. No, I still need that. I still need that. I still need the 100x. Yeah, I need that bad. But dude, how is it not? I mean, how does it not go up? I mean, what is it even at? This is a crock of shit. This is getting ridiculous with this coin. I'm being honest. I mean, this is the time you. I think Barron's 6'9", not 6'8", but I don't know. I should get Jank in for an. Should I get Jank on my channel and ask him what? Dude, imagine I'm like a special guest Jank Uger, who's gonna talk about the polls. He's gonna be he's gonna be pissed off. He's gonna be very angry. Trump at Ohio State versus Penn State Saturday. Yeah, I know. That's the second college football game he's going to. He's really trying. Wait, I thought he was gonna. So he's going to that game and then going to Virginia at night for the rally. Then, right? That because I heard he was going. That's got to be what it is because he's going to Virginia for the rally on Saturday night. At least that's what I heard. How long have you been interested in politics? Like since 2015. Are you in contact with Gold Crown, Red Eagle? Gold Crown, no, I haven't talked to him yet. Red Eagle, yeah, we had a phone conversation. Remember, I made a video. Yeah, Jank is gonna have a massive blow up. uh, I gotta interview Jank. You should debate Jank on Piers. Dude, Jank is how many I swear, well, I haven't watched Piers Morgan recently. There was a time where Jank was on every other episode of Piers, and I'm just like, Piers, can you not get anyone else on? I mean, like, how many times is Jank gonna go on and just I mean, he goes on and he's very passionate. The joke isn't funny, he's dumb for saying it. I mean, he's a comedian. I don't really it's not a big deal. Does the recent organized registration fraud scheme in PA or there being more registered voters than eligible voters in Michigan give cause for concern? Well, I mean, is that actually true in Michigan? Are there seriously more registered voters than eligible voters? I mean, these things have to be investigated, obviously. Pepe, what's up? Does the Virginia New Mexico rally kind of tell you about the state of the race? Yeah, I mean, it could be for a number of reasons. I mean, but again, you would think if Trump was really needing, like if you would think that he would be in Michigan or he would be in, he'd be elsewhere if he was not. He must really like where he's at in the Rust Belt if he's going to those states. Have you ever thought about going on Larry King? No, I haven't. I really hope it does not make any changes. It was just. What do you mean it doesn't make any changes? What are you talking about, Carlos? Yeah, these people got to calm down, man. You're letting the liberal media affect you a bit too much with this stuff, man. I mean, seriously. Like, if it was Trump saying it, it's one thing. It's not even Trump saying it. How much have we gone through with Trump to where we've had to defend him? But this isn't even Trump. It's a lot easier. I mean, this is like nothing. You heard Ben Shapiro will campaign for Moreno? So that means Trump's definitely not going to come to Ohio. I thought there might have been a chance Trump would come to Ohio for Moreno because it is a big. I mean, he went to Montana. Larry King would be. Oh, Larry King has passed away. It looks like. Well, maybe. Maybe that was a joke. I don't know. It was a bot. Maybe I don't know. Top 3 scientists of all time. Well, I would say Albert Einstein. I guess Newton as well. Darth, no, I'm not. Oh, he died in 2021. The New Hampshire poll is on X. What is the pollster? We realize I didn't even know Larry King died. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Oppenheimer movie was a little bit overrated. A little bit overrated, but it was better than Barbie, I guess. But that's not my demographic. New York Journal is the post or New Hampshire Journal. Yeah, I mean that's probably a decent pollster, honestly. It seems unbiased. Rasmussen poll worries me. I wouldn't be worried about it. They're going to update, and I would imagine because they've had pretty much all their polls Trump +2 or +3, and this is their only one that hasn't been. So their overall average is Trump up. Wow, Elon Musk going full Doge. Yeah, I mean, I think Doge is definitely going to go to a few dollars this cycle, but I mean, it's like it's not really worth it for me. I mean, these early voting numbers are good. No, Hinchcliffe didn't even say anything that bad, man. Grant Cardone called Cuban. Yeah, Cardone was coming out saying some shit, man. He really was. But they put him out there at like 3 o'clock. He wasn't a. I've seen that before. If you say good morning, you're racist. Could you look at the poll? Maybe election wizard. Trump says he will win. He didn't. I don't really think he said that. I mean, he kind of said it, but come on. Trump's not going to win Colorado. He's just saying it to try and rev up voters there. Virginia will file an emergency appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court to defend its right to remove illegal aliens from voter registration rules. Good morning is racist. Yeah, pretty much everything is. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. Do you think the Hispanic vote will drop for Trump now? For what reason? It's not that joke is not going to have an effect like that. It's VA. It's only 1,600 voters that it's affecting. New Hampshire poll came out. I mean, New Hampshire, you could be looking at, if you look at this. Let me actually try and do this. So, I mean, let's just say worst case scenario. That's the 270 to 268 with Trump losing. But I mean, all Trump, even New Hampshire, then Trump wins with New Hampshire while still losing Minnesota, Virginia, and New Mexico. So that's actually why New Hampshire might be important in worst case scenarios. Because I think Trump's going to win the Sun Belt pretty much guaranteed now. Like, I just don't see. I mean, maybe Nevada, she can swing back. Maybe North Carolina, Arizona, and Georgia to me are pretty much done. But that's why New Hampshire would be important. That's why, let's say she takes New Hampshire, Virginia, New Mexico. I mean, the ultimate blowout at this point would be. There is the ultimate blowout at this point. New Mexico feels like more of a red state. Kind of. I can understand. I mean, I could see it being a purple state right now. Honestly, I could see that. It could go red. Elon is Elon is Dark Maga, sir. Please. Do you think Minnesota is in play? There's like a 20%. I mean, this is best case. This would obviously be best case. It's not really that much in play, but it's possible. Washington is in play. You mean Washington, D.C.? Yeah, no, Washington, D.C. is definitely in play. Has there been a poll in Washington, D.C. yet? Please give me a poll. Internal saying Pennsylvania easily red. Was that reported by someone? Do you take back your words on Trump visiting New Mexico not being worth it? I mean, not really. I mean, did I don't, not really. I mean, what is it, 5 electoral votes? Look, I don't have their internal polling. I mean, if they think it's worth it, I guess, I don't, but, if it's 5 electoral votes, it depends on what the polls say, I guess. You think DC goes Republican plus 13? That's realistic. Imagine if that happened. Trump should do uh, Trump should have Shane Gillis, not another comedian. No, I'm kidding. Another comedian. Oh god. Me on Rogan. Rogan would never have me on, dude. Come on. Rogan only has people that are like above the age of 30, unless you're like fucking Mr. Beast or something. Nebraska second. Yeah, I still don't think Nebraska second will happen, honestly. DC is down. Yeah, I was being sarcastic. DC is just, I think DC is like 49% black. DC is not even close for any Republican. Trump only down 5 in Oregon. Yeah, maybe in one poll. I mean, I still don't think there's much of a chance. Yeah, I saw what Fetterman said. I did a video on it. I think Fetterman knows the writing on the wall that Pennsylvania, there's just so much support for Trump in Pennsylvania. Tim Walz on Twitch. Dude, that's so pathetic. So pathetic. Trump has a shot in New Jersey. I don't think so. I mean, I saw a recent poll like 2 days ago. It had Harris up by 12. He doesn't really have a shot, but he could get it within 10. Is Walz the worst VP pick of all time? He's a bad one. I mean, the worst, I don't know. You can't really call him the worst. We'll have to see what happens with the election first. But it is crazy how much of a blubbering buffoon he is. I mean, it's like, why would you pick him? Like, you would think they would be like, all right, get a masculine white dude, and they pick Walz. Like, what? I mean, I guess that you go for like the likability. It's like he's almost like the dumb golden retriever or something. Tim Kaine, yeah, Tim Kaine is not as bad. I don't think. Well, I don't. I guess it depends what metric you look at. I mean, Tim Kaine was just brutal in terms of just being a nothing. I mean, Mike Pence had a better personality. Mike Pence had a better. Mike Pence was less boring. How is that possible? That's genuinely borderline impossible for Mike Pence versus Tim Kaine. Oh God. Imagine you have to sit through another debate with Mike Pence and Tim Kaine. It's a torture chamber. The Tim Walz COD stream was fire. What did he have? A KD of 0.4 KD? 0.41 KD. McCain, Palin, yeah, they got destroyed, dude. They got annihilated. You went to the rally? Well, you're lucky, man. That's pretty crazy. That was a really long rally, too. That was like a 5-hour rally, I feel like, if it started at 3. Shapiro, yeah, Shapiro would have been a much better pick. We're thankful that she didn't pick Shapiro because it would have been annoying in Pennsylvania because you would have had to deal with the idea of that being his home state. It really wouldn't have changed much, I don't think, but it would have been annoying. I don't think. Yeah, Doug Emhoff. How about all the stuff that came out about him and how the media won't touch it? Oh man. What time zone do you live in? Eastern. How many votes do you think both candidates will get? I don't know. I mean, I can't really predict the exact turnout of the election. I could predict a margin. Give New York for Trump. Yeah, that makes sense. That's realistic. Imagine if New York was just a Republican stronghold, and it just becomes. I mean, it is crazy how New York's it's less electoral votes than Florida. You think of New York like massive just because of New York City, but Trump 538. Imagine impossible. Oh my god, this joke, guys, the joke did not hurt anything. It's ridiculous. They're trying to take back the narrative after a great rally. That's just them trying to take back the narrative after an amazing rally for Trump. Why are Dems confident they will win? I don't think they're confident they'll win, but their argument is that they can, if they win the Rust Belt, they get to 270, so they can win the Rust Belt by all very close margins by losing all the Sun Belt, and then the margins are going to get closer in like New York and a lot of the liberal states, so they might lose the popular vote. But if they can get to 270, but it's threading the needle. They have to thread the needle. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. I am going to get off. Elon versus Cuban electoral map. I mean, it's like, it's hard to even do something like that. Well, there's that. Very realistic. Very realistic. I'm going to have to re-update this